Hello team. Happy Monday. This is the start of what will be an absolutely epic and absolutely amazing week. Just wanted to come to you guys live because I'm excited to share some things. I've been really thinking back on my 4-year Nerium journey at this point, and I have seen the journeys of every single person in this group, and just wanted to give a little bit of a reminder because all of us, we started at some point, maybe it was a day ago, maybe it was a week ago, a year ago, maybe for some of you it was three and a half years ago. But we all started and we all had a really strong reason why and an excitement when we first got started. And I want to challenge everybody to really think back to when you were brand new. And for some of you guys, it's going to be really easy because you're brand new right now. So you have an advantage with this challenge. But I heard it said right when I first got started with Nerium that ignorance on fire was way better off than knowledge on ice. And what does that mean? Well, I kind of thought back to the beginning of my business, and I was so excited that I finally found a way to fire my boss, to stop working those 60-hour work weeks, to be able to travel, to be able to give back to my family, all of these things. I was so freaking excited when I first saw Nerium as that vehicle to finally allow me to do those things, that there were people that got started with me when I started following the system and started using third-party tools and doing three-way calls. But there were people that got started with me that said, Noel, I haven't heard you this excited since back when you were playing sports, since back when you thought that you were going to be a professional athlete. That's the last time that I heard you this excited. And just to put that in perspective, there was about an 8-year gap between the time where I thought I was going to be playing professional sports and the time that I started sharing Nerium with people. So we're talking about a lot of years of really just not enjoying being in corporate America, having a boss control my time. And, all of you guys, there's a lot of you that have been there. We've been in places in our life, maybe you're there right now, where you're excited for what's becoming. You're excited that life is always evolving, life is always expanding. And, right now you are where you are. You're on page now in your book, but you're excited for all those things that you're going to be, do, and have. And if you could keep your focus, keep your attention on where you're going and not focus and spend too much time on where you are, you want to be appreciative for where you are, because without being where you are, how would you have a clear picture of those places that you want to go, those things that you want? So appreciative for what is now, but really excited and really eager for what's coming, but keeping your focus looking forward to where you're going. So my challenge to everybody is really think back. If you're new, like I said, you'll have an easier time of this, but no matter how long you've been in the company, really think back to that excitement that you had right when you first signed your application to be in Nerium International. And, for some of you guys, you had your list of people and you were calling up and you were like, hey Sally, oh my gosh, like I'm so excited about this. Like, what are you doing right now? Like we got to meet up. And I know some of you guys watching this video can remember back where you guys were just meeting with people. You guys were letting them try the product. You were just showing them videos. Like, you had no idea what you were doing, but you were just really excited, and people are drawn to that excitement. And so, my challenge for everybody is to really find what that is, what that excitement was, and go back to that. It doesn't matter to me really what you say, as long as you're saying it with excitement, you're saying it with urgency, you're saying it knowing that you're going with or without anyone. That is the most attractive quality of a leader, is that you're going with or without anyone. And everybody gets the vibe from me when I'm sharing with them today. And I can go back all the way throughout my Nerium career, and this has never wavered even once. It didn't matter to me if people signed up with me and they chose to turn their back on their own goals and dreams. That was on them. That wasn't going to stop me from going after mine, and it shouldn't stop you either. And all of the prospects that we have, if they're someone that right now they're just not ready to make that move forward in their lives, if they're comfortably uncomfortable with where they are, because most people, 99% of the population are not where they want to be as far as having all the money that they want and need and the time to enjoy it, that freedom to be able to be, do, and have anything that they want. Most are not there, but a lot are comfortably uncomfortable, where right now they're not hurting so bad that they're willing to really go out there and do something about it. That's okay. It might not be their time, but at least you gave them an opportunity to actually have this gift called Nerium International. And if they choose to open it, that'll be completely up to them. So my challenge to everybody watching this video right now is really to get excited, to know that you're a part of the third fastest company company in U.S. history to do $1 billion in sales, to know that 99% of your paycheck as you build it out is going to be residual, meaning that you did the work one time and it's going to keep paying you over and over and over again for the rest of your life, for the rest of that customer's life, and anybody that they share it with. That's huge, guys. That doesn't exist anywhere on the planet. I've had customers using these products now for the entirety of the time that I've been with this company. So that means that I've gotten paid 47 paychecks for doing the work one time, because I've been in the company almost 4 years now, and they have customers, they've been getting their product for free. So I'm telling you guys, if you just get excited and know what you have in this vehicle and just look at your list as these are people that need to see the Nerium commercial. These are people that are not going to see a Nerium advertisement. They're not going to turn on the TV tonight and watch a Nerium commercial. They're not going to see it. So either they're going to hear about it from you or they're going to hear about it from someone else. Obviously, we want them to hear about it from you. And if you think about the last commercial that you saw, I don't watch a lot of TV and I definitely don't watch the commercials. But if you think about the last commercial that you saw, were they jumping out of the TV? Did somebody knock on your door after the commercial was done and say, you got to buy this, you got to buy this? No. They just wanted to show you the information. They knew if they got the information in front of enough eyeballs that they were going to have people that were going to buy. And that is the same thing that we do. If you have a list of 100 people, all that you need to do is get excited and find out when they are going to be able to look at information. You don't know if it's going to be for them or not, but all you know is this is how you're going to fire your boss, or this is how you're going to stay at home with your kids, or this is how you're going to travel the world, or this is how you're going to set up a college fund for your kids, or retire a spouse, or pay off some debt, or whatever it is, and be excited about it and say, you have to see it. I'm taking this really seriously, and if you're going to do anything with Nerium, I want you to hear it from me first. And they're going to be so curious at why you're excited that they will want to see what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're excited about, and just be excited that they've seen it at that point. Don't worry about the results or the outcome, because it doesn't matter. I've seen one person turn into thousands of customers in this company so many times, on our team, on other teams. It does not take you signing up the world. Like literally there's 7.25 billion people on this planet, and all you have to have is a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a fraction as part of your customer base, and that'll be residual, and that'll pay you for the rest of your life, the rest of your family's life. It's so worth it. So my challenge to the team, my challenge to myself, and I've always seen the big picture. I've always seen Jeff Olson's vision. I've always believed in what it is that I'm doing. I always have believed in my paycheck being residual, because it's so valuable to have that freedom to be on a Monday and just get to decide where I want to spend my day. I'm going to a sit down here in a little bit, but if I wanted to spend all day at the beach doing work, from my earpiece, I could, and all of you guys, I'm excited to help you have the freedom to do whatever it is that you want to do as well. So let's get excited. Let's share this with everybody. We have the Australian webinars going on from now until the end of the launch. Doesn't matter, because my phone's trying to reconnect. There it is. Doesn't matter to me if I have a prospect that wants to see information and they're free around 9 o'clock Eastern time. I'm getting them on that webinar to hear from Brittany Frisella, because her story is so powerful. What she's done in this company with no experience doing anything like this is so amazing that doesn't matter to me if they live in Australia or if they live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Wherever they live, they can hear this amazing story of Brittany Frisella, and if she has testimonials or whatever it is, I'm just getting people in front of information and letting the information do the work for me. Here is the tip, and here's something that you always have to remember. If you want to grow a big team in Nerium, whatever you're doing with your prospect, when they ask themselves, what did Noel just do with me? If they can't turn around and duplicate that 30 seconds later, you're doing too much. So if I'm doing anything more than calling a prospect excited and finding out when I can show them information, whether it be through a video, whether it be through coffee, whether it be inviting them to an RRP, that is the best and fastest way to grow this business, because you can have 3, 4, 5, 10 people in your living room or at a Starbucks at one time showing them all the information. If I'm doing anything more than getting excited and inviting them to see something third party other than me, then I'm doing too much. Because even though I've been in the company 4 years, obviously I could call up Sally and say, hey Sally, and give her a whole market party speech, because I've done hundreds of market parties at this point. But could Sally turn around and do that 30 seconds later? We all played the game telephone as a kid, and when it got to the fourth person, when one person started the story, said it in someone's ear, then the next person said the story and said it in someone's ear, and then by the time it got to the fourth or fifth person, the story was completely different. Be like, what story are you telling? That's how it works when you're creating your own own system, when you're doing something that's not duplicatable in Nerium, that next person tries to go out and do their own system, and that next person tries to go out and do their own system, and that doesn't duplicate. You can't grow a big team. But if you can keep it simple, just be excited and focus on giving people third-party tools, I promise you that person, Sally's going to be like, all Noel really did, and he's been in the company 4 years, all he really did was share a video with me, and then he introduced me to someone else that he's working with, and they're obviously all working together as a team. Noel's not even that good. He's been in 4 years and he's making that type of money, and that's all he's doing. I can do that, and I can do that better than Noel. And then Sally gets started, and that's how your prospects are thinking. It's not about the information. The information is great. The Nerium information, the Nerium story is phenomenal. It's never before seen. No one's ever seen a company do $1 billion in 4 years because it hasn't been done, especially any companies that are selling a product residually over and over and over again. So the story is amazing. The products work. I don't have to tell you guys, I'm preaching to the choir. I've been using it 4 years. In pictures, I look younger today than I did at 29, and I'm 34 now. So, and it's been great. Turning 34, everybody's like, you're 34? Like, everybody thinks that I'm like 27, 28. I'll take it. So, all I'm saying, guys, is if your prospects look at what you're doing and they're like, that is easy, that is simple, I can do that, that's how you have a brand partner. And guess what they have that you don't have? They have a whole network of people that you don't know. And then that person does the same thing and they copy you. And then now we get to get into their network and they have a whole network that you don't know. And that's how it spreads, guys. It starts off with being you. You're a team of one. We all started off as a team of one. But as it starts getting into other people's networks and everybody is doing it in a very simple, duplicatable way, you cannot stop this snowball from rolling all over the world, guys. We're so blessed to be a part of this company right now. I'm so excited to be partnered with all of you guys. I think you guys can feel my excitement. And all I'm thinking about before I did this video, you know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about why I got started in this company, why I'm in this company now. And you know what it is? It's for complete freedom, to be able to be, do, and have absolutely anything that I want, anytime that I want, to be able to look at what's going on around the world and be like, my Australian team is freaking rocking right now. I'm flying out there. Or my Paris team is going phenomenal right now. I'm flying out there. Or there's a music festival in Brazil next week. There really is, but we don't have any team in Brazil yet. But a year from now, maybe we will, or 2 years from now, maybe we will, whenever the company goes there. But it's just going to be so much fun to be able to do what you want, when you want, in any part of the world, and to be able to do it together. Guys, the only people that I know that have the type of freedom that I have are in this company. And the only people that I think that in the next few years that'll have the freedom that we have will be in this company. And it's going to be all of you guys watching this video. And I'm so excited to help you get there. So I am running tonight Nerium U. I'm so excited about it. And I'm inviting guests to get on to Brittany's webinar. Stay tuned to this Facebook group. We're going to be posting all of that stuff, all of the replays. Tanya absolutely rocked it last night. That is an amazing, amazing exposure tool, whether it be for somebody in Australia or just to show someone. Anytime someone tells me that, because I always ask people, and you guys have heard me say this question so many times, what would you do if you had all the time in the world? And a lot of people immediately say, I travel. I just go all over the world. And as soon as people tell me that, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I love to travel too. In fact, my company is expanding all over. Trying to reconnect, there we go. In fact, my company's going all over the world right now. We're launching Australia in just about a week and a half. Watch this video. You have to see this, and let's talk afterwards. Do you think they're going to watch the video? Absolutely, because I was excited and I'm relating to whatever was most important to them. So we'll talk a lot more about all this stuff. Please let me know what I can do to help you guys. Honestly, for me personally right now, I'm looking for the next people that I could take from brand new or wherever you are in the compensation plan to iPad and Lexus. Like, that's what I want. I want to help somebody brand new get their first 3, fast start qualify, get that $150 bonus, or get 9 customers to get the $75 bonus, then get the iPad and get the Lexus. It's so doable. People put way too much on the Lexus. All you have to do is be appreciative and excited for where you are right now, and be eager and knowing that what's coming is already in motion, and just be inspired and just stay excited and take that inspired action towards exposing everybody on your list, following up, doing 3-way calls. The person that does the most 3-way calls this month will make the most money personally as far as their Wednesday check. I guarantee it. I want that person to be any of you. I want that person to be me. I'm constantly doing three-way calls with so many of you guys that are watching this video, so many of you guys that are in this group, and that's all you have to do, guys. Get 3 brand partners who get 3 brand partners, and you have Lexus structure. It's really not anything more than that. So I just want to help some of you guys. I want the next Lexus story. I want the next, national marketing director story. I'm so fired up for it. Doesn't matter to me what city you live in. Doesn't matter to me what state you live in. Doesn't matter to me what country you're in. I'm just excited that you're excited and you're going on this journey with us, and we're going to do it together as a team. So that is my message from me to you today. I'll see everybody at Nerium U tonight and on the webinars with Brittany Frisella. And everybody let me know what I can do to help. But I'm so excited for all of us. I'll talk to everybody really soon.